So today's Pontic Nomads episode is going to be all about how we take care of a couple of sheep. So for those people who want to start herding with just a small herd of two, what we feed them and how we take care of them on a daily basis. So for those starting out who are first-time herders on a low budget with just a couple of sheep, your best bet, presuming that they're able to eat solid foods and they're big enough to not require any milk for a first-time feed, is just dry hay. Dry hay can be on any quality, and the benefit of this is that you can lay it down on the floor for them to sleep on and rest on. You can easily change it when they're pooping on it, and also they eat it too and they love it. Second option is any kind of dried leaf, which they love to feed on, which will kind of look like this. You can lay it out, even if you cut some grass and lay it out, which is the third option, which I'm going to take you to now. To slowly transition them into grazing. The third option to slowly transition them into grazing is to cut some grass and lay it out here for it to dry for 2 to 3 days, and slowly begin to give them small handfuls so they can get used to grazing on their own as they get older. So now, with the help of Princess, let's go and feed the two sheep and see which food they like most. And along with their grazing foods, they need to have some kind of protein supplement. So you need to be giving them some kind of oat or corn or something along those lines. Here in Greece, we give them a soybean mixture, which kind of looks like this. They really go crazy for this. They love it. And this is pretty much their proteins. So this is Snowy and Brownie right here, both females, and they're very hyperactive. They love to stay together. They play like a team. Look, she's snatching food already. And this is their little enclosure, which we have them currently in. They're already attacking the food. This is their little stable, so you can lock them in at night time. And obviously here we're trying to get some grass growing for them to begin grazing on their own eventually. So now let's give them the taste tests of all the different foods. As you can see, they've already attacked the food. Okay, first, let's go with the grass. See, these ones are slowly transitioning into grazing right now. So feeding on this grass is something that is new to them currently, but as you can see, they're natural at grazing, so they love dried grass. Now let's go with their proteins. As you can see, they love the dry corn, the soybean, and this mixture that we got here in the Pindos mountain. And they eat straight off your hand. They do have some hard teeth, so you got to be careful. Have your fingers spread so they don't bite onto your finger. They've got some good jaw power, these ones. Hello. Now let's give them some dry hay. See how they go with this. Hello. See if they're not so excited for this one. They're not too excited. It's just regular hay. Not so good. And perhaps from my small experience with lambs, dried leaf is perhaps their favourite. They go crazy for this. They go crazy for this one. You can hear them munching on that. They really like dried leaves. Come on there. Now where? So that's Snowy and Brownie. Bravo, 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 bravo. And now let's quickly show you the feeding system that we have. It's simple, it's cheap, it pretty much costs nothing. All you need is a pellet, and I'll show you how to feed their food. So you can either set the pellet this way, or upright is even better, but it didn't fit in here seeing as though we had a small roof. And you pretty much shove all the food down here, and they eat through the gaps here at their own pace. Any food that they pull onto falls over here, and then they can feed from it. And the same applies with any food that falls underneath. You can just take it with your hand and reapply it back into the feeder. And just a simple bucket with their water. And it's good to not change their water too regularly unless you see feces inside it, because they like the extra vitamins that get synced into the water from all the grass that falls into there. It's quite nutritious for them. So unless you see feces inside either their feeder or in their water, that's the only time you're going to change the water. Other than that, just keep topping it up.